can't believe we finally made it. Yeah. Worst team in the NHL. Hey, at least we're gonna get Bedard now. Alright, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We're guaranteed a top 3 pick, but we don't have Bedard yet. Hello everybody, and welcome to the last DDFR of the season, DDFR 82. Today we are going to react to the LA Kings beating the Ducks 5-3, and the Ducks securing the best possible odds to win the draft lottery. Alright, let's hop right into it. I'm not really going to worry about the statistics in this game. Things we should talk about. Mason McTavish, over a point every other game. So he had more than 41 points. Good season for him. Good rookie season. Zegras, new career high of 65 points. And Troy Terry, 60 points again. 23 goals. He was 2 away from 25. And 38 assists for 61 points. Ended up having a really good season. Adam Henrique, even though he was injured for a lot of it, he had 20 goals, 16 assists. He didn't hit the 40-point marker, but he was very close, and his trade value will be pretty decent at the draft, which is where I assume he's going to get traded. The Kings needed to win this game to stay third in the Pacific Division. It was either them or the Kraken. The Kraken ended up getting one of the wild card spots, and the Kings ended up getting third because of this win. And the end of the season. The end of the season happened for the Ducks, not the Kings, but the end of the season happened for the Ducks, and man, could it not come quicker. John Gibson actually played in this game. I was a little concerned that they were going to win this game because John Gibson was playing. He played well. He didn't have a bad game, but Ducks didn't really give him any offensive or defensive help. Drew Hellison and Jackson Lacombe both looked okay. They didn't look bad. They actually had a few shifts together, and they looked pretty decent together. Very exciting things for the Ducks are coming up next season. They have Pavel Mintyukov, who is going to factor into their lineup first game. Almost guarantee it. He was their top pick in last draft, and my guess is he's going to have, at the very least, a decent impact on the Ducks next year. Looking at the Ducks defense, what I think it's going to look like, it's going to be Cam Fowler, obviously. Drysdale will be back. There's a really good shot that Hellison's going to make the lineup. There's a shot that Lacombe makes the lineup. I'm almost positive Mintyukov is going to make the lineup. We could even see Olin Zellweger. Like, the Ducks are stacked in their defensive prospects. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up trading one of the defensive prospects. Let's just hope it's not another Shea Theodore thing where that trade they make ends up turning into a fantastic player. Another thing that we need to discuss, right after this game, the day after this game, there's a reason I waited a little while to make this video. I wanted to see how all the cards were going to fall at the end of the season, and the Ducks announced the very next day. I'm so happy about this. I'm so incredibly happy about this. Dallas Eakins will not be coming back as coach next year. Now, let me just make this clear. I don't hate Dallas Eakins. I think he's a good motivator. I think he would make a fantastic assistant coach somewhere where he doesn't have to think about the strategy or anything like that, and he's really just a great communicator with the players and helps the coach and the players communicate better. But he's not a good coach. Let's be blunt. Let's be straightforward. He's not a good coach. He's not. The Ducks didn't have a ton of talent this year, but the lack of defensive structure, the lack of cohesion in the lineup, the playing players who aren't as good as ones you're sitting. I'm sorry. That's not how the NHL works anymore. It might have worked like that back in the early 2000s where you just put players in the bottom of your lineup who are rough and tumble. Dallas Eakins loved Derek Grant. I do not know why. Zero clue why he loved Derek Grant, but that was his favorite plaything. He would put him in the lineup whenever he could. And I'm looking forward to a coach that's not going to do that. Ducks lose the season series to the LA Kings 3-0, not getting a single point from them. Rough year against their rivals across the freeway, but it's a rough year that they needed to have. And quite frankly, it's going to help the Ducks in the long run. I think the Kings are a good team. I think the Kings will put up a fight against the Oilers in the first round, who's their opponent. I don't think they'll make it past the first round. So with the Kings helping the Ducks out, and the Ducks helping the Kings get the Oilers in the first round, I think the Ducks might have screwed the Kings. So, the last and final thing before we sign out for this regular season, the next big event for the Ducks is going to happen May 8th. That is the draft lottery. The next after that, June 28th, which is the actual draft itself. Both of these days are going to be crucial. May 8th, we're going to find out if the Ducks actually get Connor Bedard or not. And June 28th, we'll see if they don't get the first overall selection, who they will take with their top 3 selection. Pat Verbeek, the Ducks GM, did say that he wanted to make a hiring coach-wise before the draft. So sometime in between now and June 28th, hopefully we'll find out who the Ducks' next head coach is. All right, so that kind of wraps up this abysmal season. Worst season in franchise history. And hopefully this bad season is a turning point for the Ducks. All right, that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for showing up and watching. I appreciate everybody who watches the DDFRs. I really do. Everyone who came and supported the season, I really appreciate you, and I'll be back next season. So that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you really like it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.